Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for round 8 of the 2019-20 exhibitions on Gran Turismo Sport on the Nations Cup. We'll be racing on in Branch Hatch Grand Prix circuit for 19 laps, and this time for today, we'll be able to race on Group 4 category for today. So let's just gonna go and get started to begin. So hope this is gonna be able to choose any Group 4 car that might be able to do the best handling performance skills that we might need to keep up whenever we get. So maybe this might be able to have a one magical race library that this is going to get everything prepared for. So time to be able to get ready to use the Lamborghini Huracan Group 4 with a Winged Club library bloom on it. So this is going to get everything prepared for the balance of performance on the regulation. We might get set up and be prepared to get everything started. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos to be like. Feel free to enjoy anytime you want for the entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race. Now everything is all set and ready to go to be able to take the qualifier for taking one good running to be able to do the fast skills. We might be able to do perfectly well on the Branch Hatch Grand Prix circuit. So luckily that this is going to get everything will be ready to go to be able to have a one good excellent clean race. So hope this is going to be able to take for only one good chance to be able to stay maintained on this race. Is going to get very challenging for us to be prepared for. So looks like this is going to get everything to be quite set up and be ready to go, because this is going to get everything to be pretty excited that this is going to be a quite very good for every circuit of the track. Will might be doing perfectly well on the inside turns, and mostly to do some more speed to be able to do the best we get. So let's go and get ready. Here we go. It's round 8 of the 2019-20 exhibition series on the Nations Cup on GT Sports. So here we go, and let's see the drivers with their good Group 4 libraries. Looks like Leonard Meat is good to go to take first place by the start for the lime green SOS. And it looks like Clicker Snapper 01 is taking the NSX on second place. DSR Snap 007 takes third place on the Alfa Romeo 4C. Fourth place is Bubble Sludge for the Pink Style Lamborghini Huracan. And fifth place is Neil Longman for the lime green Lexus RCF. Sixth place is Window Liquor 99 for the Ford Mustang. Seventh place is TP1 Cheesecake for the GoPro Renault Sports Mini Trophy. Eighth place is Bloody Thorn 1887 for the SOS AMG Group 4. And ninth place is myself with a Lamborghini Huracan with a Winged Club library bloom on it. Pretty magical. 10th place is Rob on drums for the Alfa Romeo 4C Group 4. 11th place is DCC 187 for the Chevy Corvette C7. 12th place is CPT Rowdy Gibbs for the Mercedes SOS Group 4. 13th place is Mad Dang Miner for the Cal Style Subaru WRX. 14th place is Road Dog 9mm with the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport. 15th place is Race Guy 556 for the Nissan GTR. 16th place, ATK Delight GHT with the Renault Trophy Magni. 17th place is DSR Rugger with the Ferrari 450 Italia. 18th place is a Felix the Cat 95 with the Mercedes SOS. 19th place is Giant Ugly Bag with the Dodge Viper Group 4. Now it's going to get ready to take 19 laps around in the Grand Prix track of the Branch Hatch. It's going to go on the run to be ready to go for a rolling start to begin. So let this be the moment for having a one good clean race to be able to get ready, because this is going to be the only fast-paced challenge that we will drive like no other to be prepared. And here we go. waiting for the seconds to go on the green light, and here we go. We are underway for the fastest moment to be able to do a successful Group 4 race that everybody really wants to enjoy it. Now it's going to be quite very excited for us to be able to be ready. This is going to be the most challenging moment for every racer on the track to be able to take on the branch hatch. Is going to get ready to be on the full course layout, is going to be on the run. Now driver ratings is now going to be able to be taking the chances to be able to do some more skills, but this is going to get pretty excited to see how this will might go. And then looks like this is going to be quite see how it goes. So Bloody Jordan just got spun out and off the track, and he'll be able to take recovery for taking a lot of time to be able to keep it well careful. Window Laker 99 got the 2-second penalty, so this is going to get very rough out there, folks. This is going to get very rough for having this time of the race. Is going to get everything prepared. Now looks like going in on the scene, so this is going to be a very good magical lottery moment. Will might be able to step it up to be able to go on the higher limit. But it is quite pretty impressive to be able to have myself to be able to bring a Winx Club library on the Nations Cup. It is pretty excited to be able to have a surprising, unexpected event to be able to come in. Now looks like going in to be able to press on into 6th place. Now catching up on to T-Bone Cheesecake, and now he's definitely might be able to keep trying to go pro. That's how the decal just definitely might be able to say it, because be a hero of this one, because it is going to be quite driven to be a professional racer. We might be able to take that mid-engine Group 4 car for a trophy car. We might be able to take the runs. We'll go in. Looks like Bubba Bludge is now passing me, and now he's going to be able to catch up on the T-Bone Cheesecake. Is definitely going in, but this is going to be a very challenging Lamborghini Huracan challenge. Is going to get everything we'll get started in for. Just going to have to take plenty more slipstream. We might get in, and then let me take first place on the run, and then he is going to be able to be on the podium after taking 19 laps around the track. He is going to get everything going on. Now just going to be able to see it. This is going to be quite going in to be able to drive fast for the gap distance. It is going to be quite very consistently to be able to see it. Each drivetrain capabilities will might be able to take the advantage to see how good successfully that this one might be able to drive it in on the track. And looks like the SR Snap 007 just slowed down by the sand trap, and now he's definitely okay. No accidents at all. Just having got slowed down by the sand trap is going to be quite slower it gets to be able to make one obstacle effect to be able to go on. Now pressing on in onto 6th place, but this one might get nearly there by the approaching in to catching up to the other two. It's going to be quite very struggle in to be able to get forward, to be able to do as fast as possible to get in there. Now moving in onto the 3rd lap, and this is going to get pretty top notch to be able to go in, and then looks like Bubba Bludge just slows down and be able to avoid getting caught up in the sand trap. He finally dodged it and saved it, and then this is going to be able to take on to the 2nd turn. It's going to get everything smoothed in. We'll go in on the inside. Now it is going to be quite drivetrain capable. Flex is going to get everything going in to see how fast can it go for every Group 4 category during this time of the race. But it will might do it, so this is going to get everything to be pretty excited to see how this will might go. And then this is going to be able to take a lot of running distance. It's definitely going in. Now going in onto 9.2 seconds ahead. Hope I can probably able to keep trying, because things will get fired up by taking a one magic moment. Will might get in there, and then looks like Bubba Bludge just definitely got off the track, and then he comes back on track. That was definitely might be pretty hard to see it, and then this is going to be taking the risk of struggle to be able to keep a little bit time to slow down. Pretty good for Bubba Bludge to be able to stay on it. He will might keep going faster as much as he can. It will might catch up to T-Bone Cheesecake. Is going to be on the way. Still taking on the long weight of the chase to be able to take the battle of 4th place is going on the way. But it will might come through. It will might get on for. So this is going to get everything has to be able to catch up, and then all this stuff to be able to make one good slipstream will might give it better chance to do it. So it will might coming in, and oh, looks like Bubble Fudge just almost got spun out and tries to brace it. And then it looks like DCC 187 crashed in and passes on into 5th place. Now that was definitely might be giving the arrival cavalry to be able to come in for. Him and his Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4 is going to be able to take the oversteer fasting effect. Is going to get everything to be pretty excited to see how it goes. He will might get on to the top 3 in no time, so it will might take the long chase that this is going to get everything going in. Now, a tailed racing rivalry of 2 Lamborghini Huracans, so this is definitely might be quite turn out to be able to see it. But it might be does, but this is going to be quite turn out that this is going to be able to keep it well handling in for. Good thing I saved the handling stability to be able to keep on track, to be able to keep going. So it will might be able to stay on to the top position in no time, because it's going to be a very concentration that this is going to get everything going in. Will might take the effect, and then almost got slammed in by a little bit more mistake, and then barely saved it by the penalty to avoid it. So it looks like DSR Snap 007 comes in. Now it is going to be quite determined to see this is going to be able to take a full stability caution that this is going to get everything will be able to maintain on this one. Kind of say that this is going to be a very fast-paced event out there, so better make sure to keep an eye out whenever it happens to have any accidents. Be sure to dodge it or avoid it as necessary as possible to be able to keep yourself to stay on it. DSR Snap 007 tapped in on it, so this is going to get everything to be able to see it. So it is going to get very contentedly that this is going to might need to stay on track for. Hope he's doing okay. He will doing just fine, so it will might be able to stay on track to be able to maintain the pace. He will go faster, that this is going to get everything has to do it. If I could probably be able to keep going faster to be able to reach up ahead onto Bubble Fudge position. This one might be in no time, so this is going to be able to take a few turns. Will might get in on the inside, and then DSR Snap is now going to be able to take the inside, and then this is going to get everything going in. Going to take it, and then he passes while I'm about to perform the inside, and then there's the yellow flag called in on this one. So it looks like this is going to be quite see which driver is going to be. So it looks like Neil Longman just definitely end up on 6th place. So that is going to be quite pretty hard to see how this might be giving a little guess to see which drivers got spun out on it. So he is definitely might be back on track to be able to take the attempted recovery. Will go in. Now this is going to get everything will go faster to press forward to proceed, and then giving a decrease of the SR effect might be able to keep in mind, because this is going to get very contested, that this is going to get everything has to do it. Now on to the 6th lap, so this is going to get everything will might be make it closer, but this is going to be able to take 3 more laps until 10 more to go, because it will always going to be able to keep in the number of laps will be remaining, because this is going to get very long to be able to take a lot of distance will might be able to go in. Now this is going to get pretty distance made to be able to keep it well on track, but tougher drivers will might going in to catch up. So this is going to be a very long lineup to be able to get on, to be able to make a simple way to be able to go on. That this is going to be quite giving more efforts is going to get everything to be possible it gets. Well, hope this is going to be able to see if we're having a lot of effective moments to be able to have a one instant replay for seeing how every driver have definitely lost the moment. So it will might take a while to be able to take a recovery. Will might get back on track. Will might be able to do the easy ways. Will might get it simple. Now just going to be able to get on for the apex, and then DSR Snap comes back in, and then he's about to be able to pass my current position, and now he's back on to 7th place. But this is going to get everything to be able to stay on it. So hope we will always going to be able to avoid the sand trap. It is going to be quite giving the hazard effect to be able to slow our speed to get everything slower down for. Now looks like this is going to get everything going in onto the 7th lap, and then only 12 more to go. So just going to keep it well monitored, but looks like Window Liquor is coming in by giving a little tap of the effect to be able to take a little train paint on it. So just gonna be able to make sure to keep a good eye on the SR very wisely, that this is gonna get everything needs to be very fragile in case. Now, looks like this is gonna get pretty hard on the turn, so this is gonna get everything to be wide open for one hybrid skill of the oversteering and understeering will might get, or the little effect that this is gonna get everything will stay on track. Now, this is gonna be able to take the full straight and then taking on the hillside right turn is gonna get everything going in. Will dive in directly and then giving the advantage is gonna get everything will be quite very simple it gets. The SR snap just dodged the sand trap effect, just gonna make sure to be able to land on the apex is gonna get everything safer to proceed, and then pressing on and then giving the one spot to be able to avoid the spin out is gonna be the only option that we will might need to get to be able to stay on track. Will might be able to do perfectly, will might get everything correctly by the simple ways to be able to get on for. Now, looks like this is going to be able to press on in onto the 8th lap, and then Clicker Snapper is in the lead, and then looks like T-Bone Cheesecake is in 2nd place. Looks like he is going to be able to take a lot of oversteering for a mid-engine Renault Sport Mini car. Is going to get everything will go fast, but it will might take the easy-going advantage. Is going to be able to be on his way to take 1st place in no time. So it is going to be quite excited to see how this is going to be quite giving the moment to enjoy it for having a few competition in this race. We might be able to see on the course map on the top right. Now, looks like Leather Meat is in 3rd place. He did pretty well, and then he could probably able to be on the top 3. Will might give everything for a little finish at the end of the race. Now, this is going to get everything going in to be able to take that hillside right turn, and then going on, and then keeping up on the handling turns to be able to give it effect, and then Widowmaker Liquor is now passing me, and now he's about to be able to get slowed down onto the sand trap, and now passes back at 8th place, and now this is going to get everything to be pretty going on for. But let the magic to be spread in Gran chat, and everything will always to be able to believe. Now it is going to be a quite very magical moment to be able to race on the Nations Cup for only a single Winx Club library is going to be on the track, because it is quite very good. And oh, looks like there it is, folks. So it looks like Leather Meat just got spun out and hit on the barrier. So looks like a yellow flag just called in, and then pulling out the green flag, will might be able to proceed and press forward. Will might be able to get there. But that was a very hard moment to see how Leather Meat is trying to be able to get back on track. But that is definitely might be having a sad thing for it. So it looks like he definitely might be going into the pit stop as well. So looks like this is gonna might need to be able to have a new set of tires. It's gonna go in, and then looks like coming out in the pits, and then this is gonna be able to end up onto the bottom position whenever he's at, because this is definitely might be quite shocking to see how other racers are definitely might be able to try to keep up. Mad Dog Miner and Little Liquor 99 is now coming in to pass my current position. Just gonna make sure, just try to believe in, and then this is gonna get everything. We might be able to stay on touch, and then giving a one good position open. So just gonna make sure that this is gonna get everything will stay strong to keep it up on this one. And then this is going to be even CDSR Snap 007 is now catching up onto Bubble Bludge. And then DSR is about to be able to pass it in to be able to give a little bit more time. Just keep raising up some more speed, and then he'll be able to be on in 5th place in no time. So he'll be on the way. So it will might catching up anytime soon to be able to get there in no time. Now looks like going in onto the 10th lap, only 9 more to go. So this is going to be a very fast one out there, folks, because just going to make sure to keep in track of the tires whenever it's going to be able to give a little halfway there onto the fuel. So this one might be able to make it in no time, because it's going to get very super fast and super tough out there, because always going to stay on track, and then this is going to get everything real going in to take the directions. We might be able to make it one good clean moment of the lap will might get there, so it will might take the concentration. Will go contestant that this is going to get everything will stay strong to be able to stay on pace. Mad Dog Miner is now coming in to pass on my current position, so looks like he saw my Winx Club lobby on it, so this is definitely might be quite giving the only ways to be able to give a little magic effect, and then him and his WRX could probably able to give a one special charm at the turn, so this is going to get everything will press on to proceed for. Now it is very magical to be able to stay on it for having a one good clean race, that this is going to be quite very excited to do it. Now this is going to be able to press on in onto the 11th place, and looks like T-Bone Cheesecake is in the pits, and now he's about to be able to change up the different set of the tire compound, and now this is going to be able to stop at, and then DCC 187 is in the pits as well. Now this is going to be able to do everything more pit stops to be able to give a little bit more time. Now he's coming out of the pits and then passes on, and then proceed forward onto 6th place, and then this is going to get everything will be able to do a magnificent moment. Is going to get everything going in. Neil Longman is in 2nd place, and then Clicker Snapper is still in 1st place. Hope the three are definitely might be doing okay, and then T-Bone Cheesecake is definitely might be stopping at 3rd place, but he will keep up to be able to stay on top of the position until, if he can do it, to be able to take the 1st place, will might be able to give a few chances for any other drivers. DCC 187 passes me, and now he proceeds back onto 6th place where it belongs, and now he's going to be able to go faster it gets. Now just going to make sure that this is going to get everything to be well cautioned, and then looks like Mad Dog Miner is now coming in to do his attempted overtake. Just going to make sure to save it. Just feel the fire of the magic is going to get everything will stay on progress, will might be able to go in. Now this is going to get everything will might be rated to stop at lap number 12. We're also going to be able to have a pit stop. Will might be able to go in, but still taking a lot more time, so just going to be able to going in to be able to make the next lap. Will might get there, so looks like DSR Snap 007 is stopping at the pits as along with Neil Longman, so this is going to be able to press on to see how this might go. So Neil Longman comes out of the pits, and now he is on 3rd place. Now looks like T-Bone Cheesecake is in 2nd place. Now he's about to be able to catch up onto Clicker Snapper 01 to be able to take his way to be able to get on for. So it will might take long distance, will might be able to go on to be able to get there to make sure. But it will be able to do every moment of this race to be able to have spin-outs, collisions, and even mistakes as always. And also a Winx Library is racing around the track, is going to get everything will go in. But it will might be able to make sure, because this is going to be able to stay on track, will might be able to make it in no time. So good thing I just finally pressed on in onto 5th place. Gonna catch up to the only 2 drivers, is going to get everything going on to see it. So this is going to be the only one-way battle to be able to take the chances to be on to the top position in no time. So top 5 positions is going to be the only option. We might be able to take the answer to call it. Now looks like DSR Snap 007 is about to be able to coming in to pass my current position. So it's going to be able to take the number of endurance grip that this is going to get everything. Will might stay strong and stay smooth handling for it. So hope this is going to be able to give one good recommend pit stop, that this is going to be able to stop at the 13th lap before going on to the 14th lap. Will might be able to make it, but it is like giving the only moment that this is going to be able to have a top 5 finish for a Winx Club Library, is going to be able to take the 5th place finish. It is going to be able to race fast as much as, oh man, looks like finally got that bracing moment, then DSR Snap just accidentally by a mistake. So good thing I saved it by pulling a brake, is going to get everything. We might be able to do the risk. Now it is quite very complicated to see how this is going to be able to turn out as well for. Now, this is going to be able to take the 13 lap Will might go in at the pit stop. Now, hope this is going to be able to check the cars to see how this is going. So, looks like still taking a few scratches out there. This is definitely might be doing just fine. So, this is going to be able to do perfectly to be able to get on the run, to be able to stay on it. So, looks like ending up on the 7th place, so this is going to be able to make it closer, so it will might get possibly to be end up on any position. So just going to make sure that pit stop will might be able to use for only one time. So this is going to be able to keep the number of laps remaining. So it looks like going in onto the 6th lap remaining to be able to stand still. So this is going to get everything to be ready for. Now going in onto the pit stop, and then this is going to get everything to be ready. This is going to be quite very good to be able to have one good recommend diamond spot that this is going to get everything going in. Now, looks like going in onto the pit out, and then this will might end up on 11th place. Gonna keep up, and then this is going to be able to bring it back up onto the top position in no time. So, looks like going in onto the 14th lap, we might get nearly there. So, better keep up, drivers. This is going to be the only fastest race that we will always keeping up to do whatever we get, because this is going to be able to take a few paces we might be able to get yet to go. Now, looks like race guy 556 is about to be able to pass on to Bloody Thorn 1887. So this is going to be able to see how the two can go for it. So it will always to be able to see how race guy 556 will might be able to take the attempt to pass will go in. Hope he can make it to take one overtake around that turn, so hope this does. So it definitely might be very concentrated to be able to have an all-wheel drive Nissan GTR. Could probably able to take on the Mercedes SLS AMG. It is going to be the only fastest supercars that will might be able to have one good Group 4 race. Will might be able to take the fierce showdown will go in. Now, looks like this is going to be able to coming in, and then this is going to be able to soar fast to be able to catch up, to be able to as soon as possible. This will might make it, but it will always does that this is going to be able to take the distance. It is going to get everything, will catch up in no time. And then looks like going in onto the 15th lap, only 4 more laps to go. Now, this is going to be able to see how am I going to do it. So just going to be able to feel to believe for only one magic attempt is going to get everything will stay strong to be able to make it go faster. It's always going to be able to take for one Charmix power library is going to get everything going on. Now, looks like this is going to be able to see Prix Guy 556 passes Bloody Thorn 1887 on 9th place. Now, looks like this is going to get everything going on to be ready. This will might be able to stay on track, that this is going to be able to give a good speed to be able to catch up. It will drive faster, but it will always to believe in for only one library will always going to give one special charm is going to get everything going in. Now, looks like going to be able to catch up onto Bloody Thorn 1887's position, and then Race Guy 556. Hope they did pretty well. But it is always going to be able to take a little rivalry for giving a few strong struggles to be able to go in. Good thing I dodged it, and then making one good attempt at inside turns will go in. Now pressing on in onto 10th place, and then hope they did pretty well to be able to stay strong and keep on track. So this is going to get everything to be well moderation to be able to have a good tire rate. Is going to get there as soon as possible. Now, looks like this is going to be able to take on to the 16th place. Only 3 more to go. We're almost there, folks, because this is going to get everything has to stay strong to be able to stay faster it gets. But it will might make it in no time. But it will going to keep it up. Now, looks like Rob on drums is now doing okay on 8th place. Hope he did pretty well to be able to stay strong to keep it up on it. So every skill he will get, because it will take time for him, that this is going to get everything, will always going to be able to stay strong, be able to take the slipstream, will might catch it up. And looks like Neil Longman is back on 3rd place, so he'll be able to catch up on the T-Bone Cheesecake to be able to reached up forward, so this is going to get everything to be long struggle to be able to have the distance. Will might be able to go pressing in. Is going to get everything, will take the pressure, will might be able to gain up with some more speed and more handling. Is going to get everything to be sharp at wrist, is going to get everything closer to be as possible. But it is going to be a quite excited moment for every driver to probably able to see how this will might goes, because he's about to be able to catch up onto T-Bone Cheesecake's position before he's about to press on in onto Clicker Snappers or one's lead. But it is going to be quite very excited fun out there to be able to have a lot of racing moments. We might be able to take the position. We'll go on to the higher level that this is going to get everything has to be pressed on for. Now going in onto the 17 lap, but this is going to get everything. We might get nearly there. But it is going to be quite super challenging that this is going to get everything to be well determined made to be able to go on for. Now catching up onto race guy 556 position, so just going to make sure to be able to have a good 2 words to be able to have a one magical effect to be able to give a good sign. So there's a love and fire out there, so it will always to be able to drive fast to be able to go into the race on the passive moment, and the aggressive will always going to be able to take a lot of faster skills. Will might be able to go in. Now, this is going to get everything. Will might be able to make it there, folks. So, going to keep up to reach race guide 556 position. So, hope I'm doing well, because this is going to be able to take a lot of few racing attempts. Is going to get everything to be able to have a good skills. We're always going to be able to do the inside. Is going to get very challenging ways to be able to go in. Now that will might be able to take a little bit more check on the fuel, so hope this is going to be able to run out of gas soon, so better make sure that this is going to be able to reach it in onto the 18th lap until this is going to get everything going onto the 19th lap. It's going to get everything will press on to be moved forward. Only one more to go, so looks like this is actually might be getting nearly there. Better make sure that keeping up the throttle and more handling is going to get everything to be well pressure up on it, so it's going to get everything to be very challenging to be able to stay strong to be ready for this. Now looks like race guy 556 is definitely might be keeping his cool, so hope he is definitely might be able to maintain the handling. Is going to get everything well possibly that this is going to get everything going in for. Gonna make one good draft, and then it's gonna be able to race up the acceleration. We might be able to move on to the 9th place. It's gonna get very tougher out there, folks. Just gonna keep it well handling to be able to stay on track, to be able to make one good inside turn. Is gonna get everything close in to be ready. Now it's gonna be able to get closer. Hope this might be able to take one good attempted pass, and then looks like race guy is definitely might be keeping up on Rob on drums, so this is going to be able to take a 3-way battle for 8th place. It's going to be on the way. This will might be able to make one good chance to get there, so looks like this is going to be able to keep on checking the number of fuel, so it looks like 8% remaining. Going to keep it up to be able to keep it well maintained, to keep it managed on this one, so going in to pass it, so this is going to be able to take 7% to go. So here we go, final lap, and this is it. This is going to be the only risk that this is going to get everything to be able to hang in there. This will might be able to make sure, folks, because taking a lot of plenty of fuel by less amount will might be able to take the risk, will might be able to get on board. And oh, looks like there it is, folks. So it looks like we got one driver just got spin out on the middle of the track. So looks like this is going to be quite pretty shocking to see this one on the course map. That was pretty closer for this driver, that this is going to get everything needs to be able to take recovery for giving a lot of time and moment. So looks like here it goes. So looks like Clicker Snapper is about to get nearly there to be able to make a one good finish line for it. So it looks like, folks, Clicker Snapper is finally taking on to be able to reach up onto the final lap to be able to get nearly there for this. So whenever the time gets everything checked in for this, I hope he does, but looks like Clicker Snapper takes first place on the podium. He did very good, folks. He did very good out there because this is going to be super excited. Now that was very extremely perfect to see how Clicker Snapper is finally take the podium by reaching up first place to be able to stay strong. Will might be able to do perfectly well. T-Bone Cheesecake takes second place. Neil Longman is in third, so it looks like every driver has finally made it in right on time, so it looks like finally finished in 8th place. Now that was a very good, excellent racing out there because it is pretty magical for only one library to be able to take part of the Nations Cup. It is pretty excited. Now it is quite pretty excited to be able to take a lot of clean race to be able to go fast on the aggressive. It's going to be very challenging it gets. So good race, folks. We did pretty well. So looks like just finally got 8th place by the finish, so this is definitely might be quite very good to be able to do for only one good Wings library. We're always to believe in. Now that was a very good library. I always enjoy it. Now looks like this is going to be able to have 100,000 credits by the earn, so looks like it is quite pretty well to be able to stay clean on this one because we did perfectly well for having a lot of sportsmanship rating on the Super is very excellent. So that was pretty excited to be able to give a lot of excellent clean racing skills for it, but sometimes it will always happen by spin-outs by giving a lot of moments to be able to see it. So let's just give a congratulations to Clicker Snapper 01 for the win. So he did pretty well for his Honda NSX Group 4. Now that was quite pretty excellent that he did pretty well. So we did perfectly well for having an excellent race. So hope this is definitely might be pretty good to be able to have the replay to be able to see the moments. So it is quite very good to be able to enjoy for having a very good excellent Group 4 race that we will always enjoy it. So hope we did good. That was a very good challenging race on Brad Hatch Grand Prix, so this is going to get everything will keep going for the next round. Now that was a very excellent race on the Brad Hatch Grand Prix circuits on the Nations Cup. Hope we did pretty well to be able to keep up for a Group 4 race, so every time that we will always be excited that this is going to be quite very good to be able to have some good libraries, including a Wings Club library is now definitely debuted on this round. So this is going to be quite good to be able to make sure to be able to stay believe in. So we will always going to be able to believe in ourselves if we have to be able to do a one excellent clean race. We'll always to be able to keep it up and do some more practice we can before we begin a good race. So it will always to be able to believe in. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.